Hey guys, welcome to another I guess video. I get so stuck saying episode and stuff because I record so many videos on my podcast channel at Dev Talks Pod. If you guys don't know what it is, the link will be in the description down below. Go follow it, go subscribe to it. I really appreciate it. We talk about a lot of engineering, tech stuff, and a lot of news in that regards. On that channel, I have a lot of fun recording it. I've been doing it so much, and we just grew to 300 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you from this channel as well too, as I continue to grow and stuff. But this is another video for the weekly affirmations and kind of trying to hold myself somewhat more accountable. I've been going through this weird phase where the last week dealing with stuff, it was hard, but like I'm still working on it and things. And like today, like literally today, it's Monday, and I probably had one of the most best productive days I had compared to all last week. And today's not even over. There's still a bunch of stuff that I'm still getting ready to do and set up. Last week I had some things that actually did go well and that I felt went well. And in my opinion, I think it did. But things are just going up from there. I know I wanted to start reading more. Read a bit today. I'm gonna read more later. And still just working on overall, like praying every chance I get and stuff like that. Like you really have to build into the habit of something. I can't say that I'm going to do something one week and I want to get better at it and then just only leave it for 1 week. The habit is not going to be created just by doing something that 1 week. It might help and stuff, but it's not going to be fully built in and stuff. You have to get to it and use it in your day-to-day. I think they say it takes 30 to 90 days to really like build a habit. I'm writing about this in the book. I need to fact check that, but in the book that I'm writing, I kind of am going to allude more into habits and things like that. I literally just almost finishing about my second chapter, and I'm about to be reviewing a lot more and a new series potentially coming on this channel about my whole process of becoming somewhat of a writer and figuring out all of that fun jazz and having something out there to really help people. And I'm going to be making videos on these specific chapters as well too, for stuff that like helped me become financially literate and everything before I became 25. And I'm 25 now, and I was well into it when I was like 21. It really didn't take that long for me to like get onto things, but you're always constantly learning. And that's more or less this week that I want to hold myself more accountable on, is not making enough videos, especially on this channel. This channel really gets the back burner as my personal channel. My podcast channel, since it's bigger, I put a lot into it, and then even that one, I could be doing more. It takes some time. I need to do more research. I do have about 15 maybe around 15 videos and reactions that I have somewhat planned for that channel, and that's about 3 weeks of content, because we try to do 5 videos a week on that channel, at least right now. But that's just where I am this week. I have a lot of recording to do tomorrow. I have a lot of prep to do also for tomorrow for something else, and I'll be talking more about that later on. Stick with me, guys. I just don't want to talk about certain things unless I know I have something definitely in place, that I'm good. I'm secure with sharing and everything like that. A lot of those things that really mean a lot to me. And as I said, these aren't supposed to be really long and everything. I believe God has every intention of putting me through what I had to go through. And today I just actually sent out something, and I'm gonna just put my faith in him. There's been something that has been troubling me for years, a particular situation and stuff like that. Let's just call it a situation. And I keep being reminded by God of this situation and what's going on in that regard. And I'm a person who really knows what he wants. I know what I want, I try to go for it, and I try to get it 100% of the time. I prayed about this several times, and it's been this one thing that's just been lingering. And I figured if if this is still lingering, maybe this is something that I should, you know, just keep at and stick to it and whatnot, because it's here for a reason. I meant to deal with this for some reason and everything, and that's kind of the tricky thing with God and putting your faith and stuff into him. So a lot of times I just let the situation just rock out on its own and just let it do what it do. And today I actually just put out some just to kind of like just let it go in a sense, and we'll see how that plays out for me, because it's really a mental burden that's been really put on me that I'm trying to get rid of, and I hope that it gets way better with without that mental burden on myself. I feel like I'll be a lot more freer, especially not being in a situation. If I was in a situation, it would have driven me in a different way that I would have been cool with as well, but here we are. Here we are. So yeah, let me know how your guys' week has been. I don't even know what to go about in these things anymore. Kind of rambling. I just guess this is just gonna be a weekly ramble, so you guys kind of get some insight in my life. I'm about to go get some groceries so I can make some food and prep it. I'm a really good chef, yo. And that's another thing. I wanted to eat healthier. I did not eat as healthy as I wanted to last week. I didn't even go to the grocery store to cook. I basically ate out a few different places. Now, when I eat out, it's not at the most craziest places. I don't eat McDonald's or fast food like that. The only fast food place I probably go to is Chick-fil-A, and I did not do that last week. I went to some other places like this Mexican restaurant and stuff for tacos and grabbing halal and things in that regard. That's me eating out, and I could just make that stuff at home, honestly. I don't need to do that. So I'm at the grocery store now. So see y'all next week. Hopefully this eating thing gets better. It should, because this food should last me about 3-4 days, as long as nobody else eats my food, which they're going to. So peace. See y'all when I see y'all next week.